So here, the virtual field trip that I'm talking about, it is like, imagine taking your students to the Great Wall of China, or the depth of the ocean, or even the surface of Mars, all without leaving the classroom. How is it possible? With virtual field trips, students can explore places they wouldn't otherwise have access to, making lessons not just more engaging, but also meaningful. Let me show you example. For example, a history lesson on ancient civilization. It becomes far more immersive when students can virtually walk through ancient ruins, isn't it? So I can take them directly to Harappa civilization. No, there are tools that can teach, this like this. They can promote global awareness and cultural understanding of the topic, which are crucial 21st century skills: global awareness and cultural understanding. Even we have tools like Google Expeditions or Arts and Culture, where you're giving your students the opportunity to see and experience more than what the traditional textbooks can offer. One example I can tell you is, imagine you're teaching renewable sources. Yeah. So what you can do is, you can definitely take them to I just show you so that it's easy for you to understand. Yeah. I'm showing you a website where there are n number of virtual field trips already set. You can just integrate your lesson accordingly. Yes. So this is digital textbook website where there are n number of virtual field trips. So there are two types, whether it's let's go or set it up, because not that all the virtual stations can be visited. It's, if you want to visit some national parks, it's no, these let's go things are directly can be visited. Grand Canyon, or if you want to, yeah, if you want to explore National Airspace Museum or NASA, you have to get, you have to set up a virtual tour. But International Space Station, you can access, even if it is for Mars. Famous landmarks. Imagine doing a lesson on Egypt's pyramid. You can just take them directly to Giza and Taj Mahal or Mount Everest. Or if you're talking about some museums, or zoos, aquariums. Imagine if you're talking about some coral reef of Australia, or if you want to take them to a tour of American Revolution, or if it is a civil student, you can take them to Roman Colosseum to understand the structure. And, that's how it is. I'll show you one more where it is Google Expeditions. Like if you want to take an expedition to a trip to the moon in 1966, how things were. You can just have a 360 view of the thing, and there are n number of science tours, archaeological dating, climate change, how inside a carbon capture lab looks like. Or if you want to, teach about magnetism or forms of energy, I'll take one example and I'll see if it is a journey to Mars. So this is a story created by the Google itself for the students to understand. See this, the illustrations. I have done a virtual tour where I have taken the students to, we all know this Ram Setu, right? So Ram Setu is a like, those monkey stones. We believe that Ram has built it. So there's science behind it. There's um, a story behind it. Finn McCool, there is a giant living, and those were his footsteps. No, I took those grade, like primary grade children to understand that. Yeah. So humans in space, how it will be, the 360 view of it, what are they going to see around? Yeah. Can you see that the Mercury capsule 15B Freedom 7 second is only of the two left showing the complete one-arm spacecraft. So the students can see a 360 view of it. I hope everybody can see the view that I'm showing up. So this will give you a lot of insights and discussion among your classrooms. So, okay. So winding up. So it can be a history exploration or a space and astronomy, science and technology, environmental conservation, global connections. There are n number of things that can be done using a virtual tool, and there are some digital tools like Nearpod also have their own virtual trips. To sum it up, so we have seen how digital tools are transforming education by making learning more engaging, personalized, and accessible, from tools like Padlet, Mentimeter that boost student interaction to platforms like Slido that gives you real-time feedback. We are enhancing classroom engagement in ways that traditional methods can't match. And with these tools like virtual field trips, we are expanding their horizons of learning, where we take students beyond the classrooms to explore the world. In short, they are not just to address the engagement challenges that we have faced post-COVID, but they also prepare students with the 21st century skills they need to thrive. And they make it more engaging, interactive, and student-centered. That's more important. So my call for you today is this. Let's rethink how we prepare our students. Are we teaching them to memorize facts, or are we teaching them to thrive in a world that values adaptability, innovation, and problem solving? Thank you very much for your valuable time. I hope I have made a spark in everyone's teaching perspective to ponder on. I am open to discussion. And, thank you very much. So ma'am has given you a
participants. Anybody have a question? Please unmute yourself and can ask to ma'am or write in chat box.
Preeti has given a comment in our chat box saying that she has given topics for oral presentation and give them topics beyond the syllabus. Of course, that's what we call as critical thinking, right? I have a separate class group where I post videos which are beneficial. Okay, it starts with rhymes to songs, from politics to politicians, and future seminars are also given on the best place. Definitely, you will make connections with the text that you're going to read. Like, simple example that I can give you is we all know Chipko movement, right? What Chipko movement is all about is where the rural women, they hug the trees to stop them from cutting, right? So that can be it's a way to introduce non-violence as well, right? Gandhiji is non-violence, right? And you can understand, you can ask the children or the students, and to what connection does it have with the word? What connection does it have with the text that we are reading is more important. It's not only that we are focused on the text, exams, seminars, marks. That's not the only goal of as an educator, right? We have to go beyond and understand how can they be ready for the future, how can they be skilled enough to face the complexities of life that is going to be in this future, right? I want them to be lifelong learners and not just the learner of the class. So we all have learned algebra, we all have learned trigonometry, but where do we use them? Are we using them, or do we know them? First of all, no. We let's, in this 21st century, skills educators are not just for marks. We are not just training or teaching for marks. We are making them the skills. We are teaching them the skills for tomorrow. Thank you, Priti. Thank you, Sangeeta. Thank you, Chitra.
Thank you, Aishwarya, ma'am. Ma'am,
Thank you.
Ma'am, I just want to ask, is there any website or resource available on internet where we can get the list or links of all the useful AI tools?
Sure. What I have done is, like, what the important tools, I have made it as a doc, and I'll share it with you here, so that you can all make use of it. I have sent you a link where you can find many digital tools linked that can be used for collaboration, engagement, or interactive learning, or even the AI-powered education tools links that I've shared. Yeah, make use of it. Let's go beyond traditional teaching methods, and let's train them on 21st century skills for making better citizens. Yeah. Thank you very much. I hope Ms. Janki has shared a feedback here, feedback form. Please share your feedback.
Thank you, ma'am. And thank you all for joining us today. Your participants and engagement made this webinar a great success. I want to extend a special thank you our speaker, Aishwarya Unikrishnan, for sharing her insight and expertise. And finally, to everyone who attended this webinar, we hope you found the session informative and inspiring. We request you to fill the feedback form. Link is shared in chat box, and feedback form will not be shared through WhatsApp or WhatsApp group. Certificate of participation shall be shared within 7 to 10 days on your email ID. And thank you once again. Stay tuned for more events like this, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you all. Thank you for the opportunity, Nucleus of Learning and Development team. Thank you, Ms. Janki. Thank you, Pradyuman sir, for giving me this opportunity. I hope we will all meet in another session if everything goes well. Thank you, Jan. I hope everybody can log out.
Yes, ma'am.
Once you're done with the feedback, please log out.